Chris Cuomo, thank you for joining me on the first night of a new mission. So, are you ready to change the game? Good. Let's get after it. Handsome. That was 3 years ago today. And I want to bring in Sam Donaldson right now, legend from ABC News, and a friend and mentor to me. It's good to see you, handsome. Would you want to do the job today?
I want to do the job today if I could do it in the same way I tried to do it way back then. But that's really impossible for these great reporters that I watch from Washington and elsewhere trying to do that job, but it's just impossible. You said it at the beginning of your program tonight. Here comes the internet. Here comes everybody being a reporter without any knowledge of what the facts are. And how can you actually say, this is what I discovered. I looked it out. I've checked it out. I think it's accurate. Now you do with it what you think is best. Those days are gone.
What do you make of the return criticism? No, no, no. It's better than ever. The democratization of media. Instead of you, legacy media guys who told us all what to think and you lied all the time. You were the worst. They're better today. Do you accept that?
No, we didn't lie. I'm sorry. We made mistakes. I certainly made a mistake from now and then. Tried to correct it later. Correction never catches up with that. But we tried to get it right. Now, today, I see a lot of people, and don't watch them much except to check in on the media, who don't care about facts. They knowledgeably promote non-facts. And they do it for money, as you pointed out earlier in something else. I wanted a salary. But I had to do it in a way that people would respond to and say, yeah, keep him on. We'd like to see him. Rather than, here's a bunch of stuff. The earth is actually flat. I have people who can prove it's flat. Oh, it's flat. Fine, fine. No, it's not. And I shouldn't be saying that. But who are up there who say it, make a lot of money on it, and people watch them. And I can't blame the audience. I mean, like blaming the victim. But I must tell you, if you had something you could say to me, what would you have people do that you watch? Well, basically you. Yeah, I like you. We're friends. We work together at ABC News. But I didn't make you have the #1 program on CNN when you were there. And then you came to NewsNation. You have the #1 program on NewsNation. NewsNation is catching up. It's behind CNN and the others, but it's the fastest growing new network out there. And it's look at who's watching young people more than they are watching others. It's got a real future. But I think I would like to say that ABC News, our mutual employer, would love to have you back doing it your way, which is, to me, the basically old way.
Well, Sam, you've always been very generous to me, and I appreciate you very much. But I'll tell you, these are they're very tricky times. And I remember, you won't remember, but I remember you telling me a long time ago the line about how your job is not to say, he says it's hot, she says it's cold. Go stick your head out the window and see what it feels like. I remember you saying that to me. It was such a beautiful encapsulation of the basic job of reporting.
That's a problem today. Here's the facts that we've uncovered them and think they're accurate. Do with them what you will. Today, we are so divided as a country, and so divided in ways that are not just, I disagree with you, and I disagree with you. No, I hate you. I hate you. You're not a real American. You're the enemy of the people. Those phrases are used. And so it's very difficult today to say, okay, Chris, play it right down the middle. The middle, unfortunately, no longer exists. It's one way or the other. And as a reporter, you can try to play it down the middle, and I think you do from the standpoint of letting legitimate views, meaning they have a number of people who agree with them, and as you did in the last segment before this one, and I watched that business about the Middle East. I mean, some people believe, including the president, that he's scored a victory already. You said you should be cautious because Hamas says it will release the hostages. But what's the catch? But the plan also clearly, without saying two states, points it toward a Palestinian entity or state. And Bibi Netanyahu said, never. So you think it's
I
going
got it, Sam.
someplace? Not as long as Bibi says that. Okay.
Yeah, we'll
Hey, get me
live
going.
it
It's
together.
hard to stop me. Just cut me
Hey,
off.
Sam, I would never cut you off. I learned my lesson long ago. I'm very, very
Oh,
glad to have
my.
you in my life, and thank you for your perspective. Thank you for watching. Subscribe below and download our NewsNation app right now on your phone, and you will get fact-based, unbiased news for all Americans.